Radnor, Pennsylvania. When Officer Gregory Mattioli stops a car for having no brake lights, his instincts tell him something's wrong. It's not the minor violation that arouses his suspicions. It's the driver's abundance of excuses.
I went to get these fixed, right? No, listen. I went to get them fixed, right? And they keep popping off.
Mattioli matches the man's cheerful approach, but proceeds by the book.
Your first name is?
Michael Jacob.
Do you have a driver's license, Mike?
It expired, sir.
Back in his cruiser, Mattioli runs a check on the name.
Check Philly wants warrants on a Michael Jacob.
Okay, negative operator's information, negative NCIC, and negative Philadelphia warrants.
The suspect doesn't even exist in the police files. Fearing potential danger, dispatch deploys another unit.
Kevin, you can resume. I'll take the backup.
Mattioli could arrest the driver now, but decides to see what else he can get on these guys.
You have any identification with you whatsoever? Only my paperwork. I'm court this morning. Court.
Mattioli's instincts were right. These guys have a history of trouble. When backup arrives, the officers begin working as a team. Mattioli interrogates the female passenger, while the other officer keeps an eye on the men.
Do you have a driver's license, Cindy?
I do have one, sir, but it's revoked right now.
They're turning out to be quite a trio, not a license among them, and one guy just out of court. The other officer spots something in the car.
She's got a big-ass pocketbook in the front. I know.
As Mattioli searches the woman's belongings, she blurts out an astounding confession.
What do you have here?
All right, there's a crack place in there.
The situation has escalated from misdemeanors to a possible felony offense. With the cat out of the bag, Mattioli makes the arrest.
You come back here with me.
But the backup officer is about to get the surprise of his life. When Mattioli found the crack pipe, the driver knew the game was up. He punched the pedal, dragging the officer along the concrete like a rag doll. Mattioli jumps in his cruiser. Seeing the officer getting up and civilians rushing to help him, Mattioli chases after the perpetrators.
Hey, car, search officer! Search officer! Sergeant Smith is down!
The suspect rushes headlong into traffic, terrorizing frightened drivers. Mattioli can barely keep up. For a moment, he thinks he's lost them, but pedestrians point the way, and he's back on their tail. The officer arrives seconds after the suspects have crashed at an intersection. The passenger is pinned, but the driver flees on foot.
Vehicle has crashed in full pursuit.
Mattioli chases him onto a nearby college campus and in seconds catches the suspect.
I got him in the building. He's in custody. Going down, attempted murder.
Mattioli had a gut instinct the suspects weren't who they said they were, and he was right. The driver was a career criminal with a staggering list of convictions. All three suspects were using false names and were detained on a variety of charges. The injured officer was taken to the trauma unit. Although he suffered lacerations, he fully recovered and was back on duty after a month.